Hello everybody, my name is Janice Davies and I'm the Attitude Specialist. Now I'm also the founder of Self Day, which is an international self-esteem awareness day. Now one of the things that I've learned in life is that attitude is really important to us, but absolutely so is self-esteem. It's important that we learn to control our thoughts so that they're focused on us being positive and us being able to move through the fear and anything that happens in our life that makes us sort of feel that, that is a bit of a challenge for us. Now today what I want to focus on is actually building self-esteem in children. Now it's really important that we do this. In the last video I talked about doing it in the toddlers, and the toddlers I sort of put from the 0 to 7 age group, and then from children from 7 up to 14. And every time we go through a different phase in our life, and so every time we have to think about how we're going to be able to promote the self-esteem. Now I've just written a press article, and one of the things that I wrote in there that it's important that the parents actually teach healthy self-esteem. You know, it's about understanding that the children don't have to be smothered, because when children are smothered and they are loved to bits, it becomes to the stage that they think that they are the centre of attention, and then when it comes to school and other places they are still expecting that attention where they're not going to get it. So it's about teaching them the consequences, about that if they drop something by accident it's okay, but if they actually throw something on the floor in a temper tantrum, it's not okay. And it's important to be able to teach your children the difference between those sorts of actions, so that when you're teaching them about self-esteem, it's teaching them to understand that yes, they are good and yes, they are capable of doing things, but they also have to be taught that they are capable of actually doing it when they achieve it, not just because they are giving it a try but they're not giving it a best. And there is actually a crucial difference. Now I also wrote in my article about teaching the children to cook, and I was a single mother, so it was really important that I taught the children to be able to sort of cook something if they were really hungry and I was either very busy or too tired to be able to cook a proper meal that time. So it was important that they learned that at an early age that cooking was something that they could do. And yes, we've had the burnt toast and we've had the burnt food and burnt baked beans and things like that, but they still have to learn how to be able to achieve these things and to be praised for doing a good job, for giving something a try. And it's really critical that we understand the difference between just giving them a praise just because who they are, but also praising them and giving them a self-esteem boost for actually being part of a community and being able to share, and being that the whole attention isn't around them, that they are still the children and they have to wait for mum and dad at times to be able to do their things, rather than just expecting all the attention at the one time, and it's all about them. Because children that are like that certainly are not appreciated and liked in schools, and also get into some loss of self-esteem later in their life, because suddenly where they've been the apple of mum and dad's eye, which is all very fine, they're not the apple of everybody else's eye in the whole world. And so they have to go through a steep learning curve then. So the earlier that you can teach your children how to mingle in society and how to share and how to differentiate between good and bad and right and wrong and all those things, it's really important to their self-esteem. So we've heard some talk about tough love that's out there, and it is really important that it is tough love. If they've done something wrong, they certainly, it's good to reprimand them or give them some time out or take away some of their activities until they have learned that lesson. So Self-Esteem Day, it's an annual awareness day. Actually every day you need to self-esteem. You need to boost it. So go on to internationalselfesteem.com. You'll find some tips. My story, because I've been bullied with self-esteem, is in my book, and that is on thesuccessattitude.info. And follow us on Facebook and look for some self-esteem tips that we're going to be sharing as well. So thank you for your time.